All right, it's getting dark. I'm going to run through the 2-year-olds really quickly for you. ACDC is feeling sharp in Ontario. Jason said he kicked the apron off Harry's jogger. I've never seen this horse kick in my life, but he kicked the apron off Harry's jog cart the other day, so I have no idea. We'll see what ACDC, hopefully he brings that spunk to the racetrack with him this year. Aunt Sarah, she'll be coming back soon. We have a number of horses coming in. I'm going to put dates beside all of them as soon as this video is done. Say, this one I want this horse back, this one I want this horse back, and bring them back in chunks. So there'll be 4 return, then 5 return, then 4 return. It's just very happy with the way that everything has been structured heading into the fall, and especially considering the fiasco with Jason. Everybody has handled this very, very well, and the barn looks great. And if nothing else, when he does return, and he will, he'll be very happy with what he sees in the barn, hopefully. Blue Rare is out in Ontario. She'll come back in around December 1st. Capistrano Knights will come in soon and start back up. I was trying to figure out, I got her mixed up with her sister. I said, I know there's the Capistrano horse. It's the yearling. The other filly has not made it back in yet. I just want to give her enough time that when she comes back, we see her very best, right? She qualified in 58 and looked great, and that was not at her very best. She could be a very good horse for us in 2025. I have no idea. Cherry's Girl scratched today, but will be better next week because she was scratched today. Just wasn't quite over that virus, and I suspect will be next week and be at 100%. We'll have her trained up good, and she'll do well, I'm sure, in Virginia at Shenandoah Downs next week. Degas in tomorrow. I have to get up at 6 o'clock in the morning and drive all the way to Cumberland Run to race those 2 fillies in Corbin, and then come back for the late double in Northfield. No big deal, just 12 hours round trip. Diosa Della Danza will be back in around the middle of December. I think we'll give her lots of time too and bring her back. Don't Ask Again, same type of thing. She'll be in maybe the end of this month. I'm not sure. I'll check the dates. As I said, I'm going to check all the dates and all the horses after this video. Dune, same thing. She'll be back in. She gets a good 2 months or so. I would say sometime in December she'll be back in. Emerald Tom will go out this week. He was castrated, so wanted to you got to heal that up, right? So probably Wednesday he'll be able to go to the field. Head to Know is jogging now in Ontario and looking good by all accounts. I talked to Andy Rickard yesterday about Hanger One. He said he's starting to put on the weight. He's out in the field all the time. He looks like $1 million. I am confident in saying this is the right place for this guy to be. Highest Honors look good also. Finishing off his year. His last 2 starts weren't exceptional, but the third last one where he was a winner at Northfield, I thought the horse looked great. So we'll see how he comes back this December, I guess. In New York is jogging in Ontario right now. Jailbird Jog is also jogging in Ontario right now. She's prepping for the Breeders' Crown elimination this coming Friday. This has been an entire collaboration of Jason, Dominic, Michelle, and James. Everybody taking care of this filly and trying to get her pointed in the right direction. Her blood was taken. It looks good. She is going to Dr. McKee's on Monday. Everything will be done to the very best of everybody's ability heading into Friday's race in Ontario. JK Mega, we castrated him, turned him out in the field also. His blood was a little messed up. His AST was high, and Harry had said we can get him cleaned up and race him in 2 weeks. I said, no, we're going to castrate him and race him in 10 weeks or 12 weeks or 16 weeks, but we're not going to race him right now. Jolene Hall tomorrow in Kentucky also. Judy's Money will also go out Wednesday with Emerald Tom. That hind leg that she's been rapping on all year. We just wanted to clean it out and get it cooled out as best we can and then turn her out in the field. So Michelle's been working hard on her. She'll be ready to go out, I would say, Wednesday. Leland Hanover came back and went to Ontario. So he's jogging in Ontario. Jason has him over there. Lifting Legend will go out to the field soon. He had that little OCD chip that we'd popped out, and everything looks good from what I've been told. Dr. Cote, the surgeon, had said, hey, just when it cools out and you get the stitches out, swim him for a little bit when you're happy and comfortable with that knee and he looks good on it. Then you can kick him out in the field, and that's exactly what we're going to do. Love Sensation is on Ontario jogging right now. I haven't got a report on her, but they're all just jogging. So No news is good news, I suppose. Millie Girl will come back in at that 8-week mark also. My Name is Swaney. You won't see her until mid-December. We'll bring her back, maybe even closer to Christmas. She had those OCDs out of her hind ankles and hit it great. Although, financially speaking, she didn't wow anybody. I thought she raced really, really well all year and finished off her year with a win in 56. So good job by her. Neuromancer will be coming over here soon. He won't be training in Ontario. He's going to do his training here. Perfect Thought is in Ontario right now with Megan. She qualified well on Friday, 53 in a piece. Looked very, very good. James was very happy with her. So I listen. Scotty is going to drive her. There's no two ways about that. He's driven her all year. He knows her, and he'll drive her on Friday. But excited about her and Jailbird Jog on Friday evening, this Friday coming. Pretty Eyes and Eyes looks great. We'll be jogging her right up for another month and then start training her back, getting ready for the winter with her. Rico Tubbs will come back in December sometime. Again, I was a little miffed that we had them all ready to go for the Keystone Classic. New shoes, vet work done. They canceled the race. That bothered me, but it is what it is. Rose Run Bobby looks good. She looks calmer, looks smarter. So we'll see how that manifests this year as she trains down. Royal Duchess won't come back in until sometime in December. We'll start her back up. Royal Flush Dio is jogging in Ontario right now. Simply Chaotic is jogging in Ontario right now. Solidarity is also back in Ontario, jogging right now. A gelding, not a stud. Steady Volo will bring up from Kentucky a couple of weeks, maybe a week or so. We'll get him back up here. I would say I might even stretch him as long as to when Corbin ends and we disperse the horses. Maybe at that point, a truck coming this way can bring Steady Volo up. Sterling Hanover will come back in mid-December also. Supermind mid-December. Sweet Lake is over in Ontario right now. I heard she jumped on Teresa's foot yesterday, which is not good. Amy said Sweet Lake is gigantic now. Well, that's good to hear. This filly with a lot more mass behind her could be a very, very good horse. Remember, this filly paced 54 come 27 her first 2 starts and then won her first stake race offering in 56. No joke. She's a good filly. And if she's as big as Amy said she is, she could be a nice horse for us in 2025. Tomboy Strong will also be gigantic. I'm sure of that. She just went out to the field. She'll come back in December sometime. Uncle Danny also will come back in December sometime. Woodmere Bullet will likely be back in the end of November. And Zena Kemp, our girl, will be racing Tuesday. Scott Zeron's going to drive her in a maiden at Corbin. We'll see how she goes and where we go from there with her. But happy with how she looks right now. Disappointed with the year we had, but that was no fault of her own. It just was bad luck after bad luck after bad luck. We'll see how our girl Zena comes back as a 3-year-old. Anyway, I'll talk to you soon. Have a great rest of your day. As you can see, it's dark now. I'm all done for the evening. Videos are done. I'm going to write the email and be all ready for Sunday. Jays are playing Seattle tomorrow. I do wish it was Detroit. I'm going to be completely honest. I do wish it was Detroit, but they're going to be playing Seattle tomorrow. And football on tomorrow. I have a little bit of racing to do in between somewhere. I have to go to Corbin tomorrow morning. So I'm going to have a very busy day between sports and updates and racing in Kentucky and racing at Northfield. A long day ahead of me tomorrow. But I'm fine. Perfectly fine with that. I will talk to you all very soon. Have a great rest of your weekend.